What's up, everyone? Stumbles here, and today we are with Planet Coaster 2, one of the greatest anticipated games of the year, in my opinion. Honestly, I didn't play much of Planet Coaster 1, and I tried playing a little bit before we got into this one, so I understood what I was doing a little bit. But we're going to get started in sandbox mode. The career mode's too guided. We don't want to do that. You guys, if you want to play the game, it's a good way to learn the game. But we're going to learn together all of the ins and outs in the sandbox mode. The nice thing about sandbox mode here is you can actually still have it be sort of challenging. You can have money and stuff like that, which is not as typical in sandbox modes where you have just unlimited money, all the research is done, yada yada yada. So we're gonna go. Before I started recording, I looked through these. There's only 4 climates at the moment, but we're gonna go with a temperate climate, I think. You have 4 to choose from: tropical, Mediterranean, and taiga, but we're gonna go with a temperate climate. And then for the park name, I thought about this one more than I probably should have. But we're going to say it stumbles and tumbles and keep the same spelling convention as we do for our channel. We're going to go with the challenge sandbox. So the challenge sandbox is where you're going to have the full cash and economy. I believe the research and some of that stuff, I believe all of that, it still requires effort there. So we're going to go medium. I don't know. I kind of want to go hard and just get a challenge right out the gate. We'll start with medium, and we'll see how that plays out. Sandbox settings, you can adjust all different types of things in here, right? You can do the park settings, guests, the rides, all of that. We're going to leave it as the defaults, what they are, and we're going to get right into creating our park. I have general ideas going in my head as to what I want to do here, but for the most part, I really don't know. We're gonna hit closed right away on the park because right now it's just a bunch of people meandering at the front. Right, there's no reason to show up because right now we have nothing. We're gonna really test our creative ability. I know just from looking at videos on Planet Coaster 1. People can get really creative and do a lot of cool things with this game, and I anticipate that's not going to be any different with Planet Coaster 2, especially now that we have pools. Pools are going to be really exciting. So we have this vast open space. You can see by this little dotted line here the limits of your park, and so you have to keep that in mind, right, with your planning. It's a lot of land, and actually I wonder how much park expansion we can do. Nothing, really. We are at the limits of our park. So what you see in front of us is what we have to work with. I hope that they make that bigger, but I don't know if it will need to be bigger. It looks decently sized right now, but we'll see what that all looks like. So from a planning perspective, I want to be able to have plenty of big coasters, right? We want to have a pool area. So right away, I want people to come in and maybe have a shopping area, a place to eat. Then we have some offshoots, but we're going to start getting creative with it. We're going to talk through it a little bit and we'll see what we can do. Let's take a look at our paths here. So there's so much detail within this. You can customize the style of the paths, obviously. Customize extras. This is something we're gonna do. So if you don't know, you can do this extras, and you can add trash cans or benches for your path. And what it'll do is it'll add it as you build it. You can do alternating left, right on both sides. I think I'm gonna go with alternating. Let's go spacing. I think 12 is fine. I don't really know what this spacing means. Is it feet or something? Not entirely sure. Line width, that is so wide already, which is basically though already how wide it is to get in the park. I'm indifferent on keeping it that wide, but we'll give it a go. We're gonna probably do curved for a lot of these paths. And I kind of am thinking like, let's do a circle. So let's go out here. Like, so we don't want benches. I want trash cans as part of our theme here. And let's go, I think we'll stick with like kind of a basic trash can for now, because I'm not entirely sure what theme I want to go for yet. So we'll do that. And let's head out here. And as soon as you get in, we're going to have a turn. And we're going to go. And then I need like a grid. Thinking like this. I kind of want to. So I'm thinking I want to make a big circle here. And she's not wanting to cooperate the way I want it to. So that's close. It's close. Now, why is it not exactly how I want it? Now we just need to figure out how to fix that. So I don't like how it's... So let's actually just delete this section right here. I really want this to be kind of like just this beautiful circle. It's just right. That is a lot of freaking trash cans. Trash should not be an issue for us. And let's actually take this off of her and go straight into this. All right. So that's what I'm thinking for the middle. It's a pretty decent circle, I think. Yeah, it's not too bad. Unless there's like some sort of grid, which I don't think there is, then it's going to be hard to make that like really precise. We have an excessive amount of trash cans, but we're gonna go with excessive for now and just leave it as that. And we'll delete them as we need to, but I think they're gonna be needed, right? We don't want a messy part. So right in the middle, as soon as you come in, you're gonna be hit with some facilities, which is gonna be information. We need information right out the gate. So we're gonna have guest services right at the beginning. So as soon as you come in, we've got guest services. Now, from a theme perspective, I don't know. Can we do create a custom? Oh. So create custom, you can get really wild with it, right? You get the base building, and then you create everything around it. We're not going to do that at the moment. So let's go information. We're going to zoom in here a little bit, make sure we're good. Okay, so say boom. Get ourselves information. I don't like that. It's not lined up. We need to fix that. Now, one thing that's new, or at least I never saw it on Planet Coaster 1, is power. Like, you have to have power to things. So you need a generator, which needs access from your staff. So we're going to start with our generator. And just over here in the corner. I don't know, actually. I haven't thought of the entrance that much. We want the entrance to be good, and I didn't leave a whole lot of room for the entrance to be that great. So that could be a problem in the future. Right now what I'm thinking is I want to be putting the staff stuff, like the restroom, or the break room, I should say, where the staff goes. I want to kind of put that all kind of tucked away. Something that the guests don't ever have to like see or think about. And those are now with staff paths. So let's go to our power generator. We're going to put our generator back here, like I said. And we can actually put it here. And what we'll do is we'll just kind of, we're going to cover it up with like bushes and trees and such. Put that there. And then you need distributors. So the distributors are going to give you the power to power your buildings. I have no idea where I'm going to put that at the moment. Let's put our staff facility back here. This is going to be staff facility, and we're going to go coaster workshop. So we got that. And then we need to use what's new, I believe it's new, is staff paths. And we're going to say curved for the most part. I'm going to connect off of that. That's way too big for a staff path. We'll say staff path. Alright, so we got the staff path there. We're going to take this. We're going to curve it. We're going to intertwine these two. Nope, I don't like that already. Nope, nope, nope. So let's delete that. Don't like it. Typically what we'll do is we'll do sort of a curve for everything. And then we're going to say, boom, just like so. I kind of like that. And right next to this, I don't think the distributors need any like maintenance. The generators definitely do. So we're going to build our first distributor. And I'm thinking I kind of just want to hide it behind something. So we're going to need one that covers, we're going to need two right out the gate. I can see it now. And if we put this, I want to kind of just put it back here, but hide it. I don't have a full plan of what I'm going to do in here. I might do some water is kind of what I'm thinking. So let's go, let's hide the distributor right here. Because I do want to put, okay, I'm questioning all of my thinking here. Okay, so I decided to go with the distributor here, but we're going to need another one. And where that other one goes, I don't fully know yet. I kind of want to put like a little pond or something in here, or like a pathway that you can cut across, so that way there's just not this ridiculous amount of walking that has to take place. So that's something I want to think about here. Let's try and go with a path from one end to the other. We're gonna go back to our wide path, and we're gonna say, but we're gonna go underneath, go like that, and we go up. Okay, so it's like a tunnel. I don't know if I like that. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, that's definitely stupid. I don't know if this existed in the first one, where you can hit Control Z and undo all of the nonsense that you just created. So now, though, what I'm thinking is I kind of want to do... So if we have this path in the middle here, we're going to delete that. We're going to delete this trash can because they're just freaking everywhere. And that's something that's, it's nice, but it's also kind of annoying. And maybe I'm doing this all wrong. Maybe we should do like left side is all like trash cans and the other side is benches. I don't know. Or maybe we go bench, 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 bench. I don't. It's all, we're all going to figure it out. We're going to figure out how this is going to work. What we're going to do is going to mess with the terrain here. So we're going to push the terrain down. And I kind of want to do this as like water, right? I want to make sure that there's enough space though, so we can do like the buildings, the shops that we're going to put up over here. Yeah, kind of like that. And then we're going to go water, natural water. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think, right? But underneath it doesn't look all that natural. So we need like mud, right? It's got to be like mud. It's underneath there. Maybe some, let's see, some rock. Give it a little bit of rock there. Let's go moss. Moss will be good. We can do like moss around the edges here. So we'll go compact dirt, I guess. Just want to kind of brighten up the water a little. There we go. I kind of like that. And then, so let's go facilities. We need to still make sure that our guests have food and things of that nature. So we're going to start off with, we don't want to give them sushi right out the gate, right? Chief beef. Chief beef. You can't go wrong with chief beef. We're going to say, rotate this around. Wonder if it would make sense for us to have like a plaza or something for them to eat at. Could be a good idea. So, and we'll do pizza over here on this side. And then let's go with some drinks. What we got? Planet Coaster Latte Love. We need them to have some energy, so Latte Love it is. We don't want our customers getting sleepy. We want them to be lively and enjoying the park. We'll put it right
Latte Love.
Latte Love. Let's go with Soda Lightful. And then right down the pipe. If I'm going to say right here, roughly, we want to be able to sell some stuff to these folks. So, fantastic, just a memento. Let's go with just a memento. I think you can sell umbrellas and things like that within here. We're actually going to pause. I don't want a bunch of time passing while we're doing all this. And let's, I guess, move that right there. All right, so we've got our shops set up there. I want to mess with this pond a little bit, so I'm going to do that and make this a little bit better. All right, so we've got some natural water there. I've cleaned this up a little bit. I feel better about it. Looks better, at least I think it does. We're going to do some moss up in here. And now we're going to need some, like, trees. So we got temperate trees. We can do, like, scatter them about like so. We shouldn't have them in the water. That's a bit ridiculous. Let's go smaller. Let's go lower on the intensity here. That's not plopping them down the way that I want them to. Now you can place trees separately, which, so if we go to scenery and we go to trees here, we can type in temperate, I think. Nope, that's not working here. Let's go temperate trees. All right then. Well, that's not how I thought that was going to work. Let's go scenery brush again. You go with, I can just do individual tree. One thing you can do is a trick here. You take one of these and you hit Control D, duplicate. You can just put them wherever you want. So you can take a few varieties of these. Let's take this guy and place him around a little bit. Just kind of floating in the air. You got kind of that little vibe going on there. And then let's go back to our scenery brush. And let's go with, what are these? Taiga small plants. Make that brush a little bit smaller. Let's put these around here. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. This is looking better. I don't know about that, you know, plant being there, but it is what it is. So there's that kind of a walking path there. Now I do need that. Let's see, we need that generator, or not the generator, the distributor here somewhere. Crazy thing is, I think you can even put these in the water, so I could actually put this in the water if I so desired. What we're going to do is we're going to actually try and put it further over here so we get some more coverage. And we'll try and cover that up as best as we can. And all the way over here, boom. These are all going to have power now. See how it's kind of just sitting there on the darn water. I didn't even notice that. Alright, so we got that kind of floating there. We're going to move this bush, whatever that is. Alright, now we can cover this up with some other bushes and such. So we're going to hit scenery. We go maybe like a rocks or something. These are just also crazy big. Create custom. Yeah, this is how you get to the... Let's go temperate. Yeah, there we go. Now I figured out how we get to the darn temperate type of things. So we're going to say... We're actually going to block this thing in with some hedges. Let's go taller hedge. It's not taller. I need taller. So we're gonna put that. Let's rotate. Oh, let's rotate our hedge here. I'm gonna connect it to it. And sometimes navigating this stuff and like placing it down can be a little bit of a pain. But we don't want this to be an eyesore. So we're gonna make sure it's nice and covered up with this bush. We'll take this one. You know, the crazy thing about this game, though, is you can do all sorts of things. So if we take I want to grab that darn bush. What is going on? If we grab this, you can actually rotate it, right? So if you've never played this before, you can take this and... Oh, I'm not very good at it. There's people that are way better at it than I am. Here we go. This is what we need. So if you take this blue one, you can now put it on its face, if you will. And now we can move it, and we could actually create like a whole thing. Where we go like this, and we say duplicate, and now place this up top. You just have to raise it up, right? We place it over the top of this. Really do whatever you want in this game. I would say pretty regularly you can do just about anything. Now it just looks like it's a little bit of a gap there. I can try and close that up a little bit. There we go. It looks kind of stupid. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't like it. All right, so there's our little path through the middle here. We'll probably clean this up and make it a little bit more beautified as we get going. But yeah, you can't even tell that we have a distributor back there. These shops all have power. We're close to being able to open with something, but we need a ride. We need an attraction. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with the basics. Where's Vintage Fun Fair Ride? Okay. Well, that's new. Okay, so there's a fun pack that I'm missing. We're going to have to get that. Because it's not part of the game at the moment. So we have a few different land ones already. So we have the teacups, pretty traditional. We have aquatic teacups, resort, mythology cube. This is going to be more of an extreme style. And I kind of want to attract those types of customers. We do need something for the, the kiddos and that type of thing. So what I think we'll do is as you come right into the park, we'll go with the Viking thing because I like the Vikings. And as you come to the right in the park, you're going to get those, more gentle rides. Those are going to be where you take your kids and, they do their thing and they're all happy, so on and so forth. And we're going to put this right about here. I don't want the walk to be too long. I want it to be a reasonable distance. Let's go, before we put down the exit or like any of that, we need to, the paths. Let's bring our queue out this way, or our path, should say. We're going to take this path here, and I don't know if I like where that's at right now. Take that. Have a curve start taking place. We're going to set this back a little bit more. The nice thing is it already has sort of a theme to it. I can't move that there. That's kind of stupid. Intersecting terrain. I don't remember this being so dumb with this kind of stuff. That was stupid. Alright, so now from a Viking perspective, we can do all sorts of like different Viking themes around this. And it'll still be a kid's ride. Now here's something that we have to think about. Do we charge an admin price to the park? Or do we charge a per ride fee? In Planet Coaster 1, I was a big fan of just free to enter, pay per ride. I've seen the argument for going the other way. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to say it's free to get in. Come on in. But you have to spend every ride. The other path that we could go is to have an admission fee into the park. Every ride's free, and we can build priority passes or priority lanes. So if you want to be that person that gets ahead of the line, you can go to the information booth and you can buy a priority pass. I think we're going to, and as I say that out loud, I think that's the path I want to go, is I'm going to make it free to get in the park. or it's going to cost to get in the park. The rides are going to be free. But if you want to get ahead on the ride, get ahead of the line, you're going to have to buy a priority pass. So I think that's the path we're going to take. But we need to create our entrance and exit. So this is going to be the queue. To customize the queue part. So this is typically what people use, or at least in Planet Coaster 1, you use for your priority queue, and we're going to stick with that. That's going to be our priority queue, or we'll go with the red. And I kind of like going with the red idea. And we'll say blue is your standard queue path. So we'll go standard queue path. Zoom in a little bit here. Let's go back to this. Now, when you're thinking about building this and you're thinking about priority lines, you have to make the line accessible in a way that you can build your priority queue in a decent format. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of difficult to build your priority queue. So what we're going to do is we're going to make all of our lines decent in length. Do the little snake format and all that nonsense. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to call that good. And then we'll curve this in. That's where you'll get in the ride. And then we need the exit. We don't need a super wide exit, so we will not do that. And I kind of want to do more of like a... Maybe... we gotta start putting down benches. You need folks to have benches. And we're not within the freaking power range. Oh my gosh. This power thing is going to be the new test for me, that's for sure. Let's go facilities, distributor. Yeah, we're just out of range. That's so annoying. No matter where I put this, it's going to be kind of irritating. Let's think about that in a moment. Let's build the priority queue. So we need to go to paths again. So we're going to go to our paths. We're going to go to queues. We're going to switch this up. We're going to go red now. And actually, so priority pass, you're going to hit enable. And that's going to be under your... Oh, they've changed it. Priority pass no longer connects to your... Oh, that's different. We got to delete this path then. So we're going to delete our queue as it stands. All right, so that's new. Your priority path, it's under finances here, and you're going to hit priority pass, and you're going to hit it again. And now the priority pass actually connects to the ride, whereas previously it connected to the entrance. So we're going to go with our standard queue. We're going to go... Wait, where's... Now we have to edit the ride here. This is turning out to be more laborious than I thought it would be. By the way, when you do priority pass, you need to make sure that you change the priority, because otherwise it's no advantage for the customer that has the priority pass. We need to be able to attach the scenery or edit the scenery. There we go. So our priority queue is somewhere around here. There it is. I'm going to take that away. No, I want to keep that there. We're going to take this, copy this. We're going to duplicate that. And we're going to attach this to here. Do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to say... I want one of the single ones. We're going to copy this single one here. Put this down and behind. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. So now we have our priority queue. We have that. Now what we need to do is do our entrances. So we have our entrances. This is going to be our normal entrance. So we'll go right out the gate. We're going to go out. Take a sharp turn. We're going to turn again. Keep doing that snake thing. And I think what we'll do is we'll actually go Boom. Just like so. And then what we'll do is place our priority queue, and our priority queue is going to be red. And what we'll do is we'll go and just, we'll skirt right along next to it. I don't like how that looks. Go here. And then what we'll do is go like so. And now you've got your priority queue. I kind of like that. I want to make sure that we have some like decorations and stuff like that around here. So we might do, let's go scenery. Let's go more thematic stuff. Let's go Viking. What do we got here? So we can do, got a barrel, some bags. Bring that up. Oh, this huge crane is kind of cool. Let's turn that around. Place that there. We have these benches, which are awesome. So on this side of the park, we're definitely going to have like that kind of bench theme. Or that kind of Viking theme going on. We can attach this to line to surface. And put this sword on here, which is pretty cool. Let's go with, what else Viking-wise can we do here? Make it look like you're scaling inside, right? So we'll turn around here. Attach it to the building like so. That's kind of cool. I like that. We got these rocks here. That's good. I like that. That's going to be good. I feel like we just need some just overall greenery around here for sure. But I want to continue to do some of this Viking theme going on. Let's go more of like the thematic. Let's go blueprints. We're in blueprints right now. So let's go with, you know what? We've got ships, and it would be cool to have a ship. So I think we need some water surrounding this ride. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, we're going to make it smaller, a little more intensity. We're going to go around here. I have to move that tree. And then we're going to add water into this. Let's say all the way up to here. Yeah, I like that. And move these trees out of the way. All right, we need to decorate up the sides here. The terrain, we'll go surface, and we'll do some of that compact dirt look to it on the sides. And we need some of that rough rock look. Yeah, I kind of like the other rock a little bit better, but this isn't terrible. Some long grass around here. Put some long grass up in this area here. And now what I want to do is I want to put the scenery, I want to put one of these ships in here. We want to go with the Viking look. Let's just go like that, and let's type Viking. So we have this boat here. I kind of like this one. Make sure it's actually in the water. That's pretty cool. We should probably rotate that though. Sweet. And what else do we got here? This Viking building here, which can kind of be off in the distance a little bit maybe. Sits right here on this edge. We'll add some trees, temperate forest trees. Go a little bit bigger on the size, a little bit bigger on the intensity, and plop these down here. It's way more intense than I thought it was gonna be. So we're gonna go more on the intensity, smaller size. It's not working as I expected it to. But I don't want there to be like just a lack of trees around here. Like, you gotta have some trees. Come on. Put trees down here. Go smaller. Nothing? Alright. Turn the... Stick with that. Let's ignore. Make this a little bit bigger. There we go. That's what needed to happen. Now, the downside is this kind of takes away from the ability to see some of this. So we're going to take a few of these out of here. You kind of want people to see it as they're walking up to it, right? But not too much. I'll put this one over here. We need some like lushness going on. So let's go temperate small plants. Let's go intensity 50%. We'll have to take that out of the water. That's looking good. I like that. Let's make this a little bit smaller. We can get some stuff over here. What we'll do is we'll take this, we'll move that out there, and we'll take this, take that out. And we can do scenery wise, search for Viking again. I want to add another boat. I think in this one. It's a smaller one, that's good. We'll rotate this one like so. The paddles don't seem like they're necessarily supposed to be in the water. Yeah, they're not. Okay. All right, there we go. We've got our first Viking ride. I need to hide a power distributor in here. Facilities. Put a distributor like back here. Which I kind of want to put it over here because it'll cover our next ride as well, which is important. All right, so is that distributor super visible? It kind of is. We can solve that. Some bushes. So let's go with a rock. Temperate rocks. Go much smaller. Go 60% intensity. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's good. That hides it. Actually worked out pretty well. All right. We've got our first Viking ride. It is just teacups, but it is a Viking ride nonetheless. Our entrance is absolute trash. So there's that. I don't know if the staff paths actually work in the sense that if I connect this over here, are they going to take that as the more optimal route? That I don't fully know. But let's open up all of our shops. So we can click on our entrance here. Let's actually go to park management, park options, and park status. We're going to say 0. The priority pass is going to be full, $10. We're going to open. It's going to be free to get in. And we need to look at our attractions and shops. So we're going to say good to go there. And our shops. We're going to open all of these. This is an easy way to do it instead of going to each one of yours, by the way. So keep that in mind. We have not put in any bathrooms or anything yet. So that's something we're going to have to do. Let's put in a bathroom. Our guests gotta have somewhere to go to the bathroom. So place down our toilets right there for now. We've got people coming to our... We have employees. We do have employees, it looks like. Ma'am, how you doing? Good, good. What is your name? This is being worked by Marion. I don't know, I added a little flair to that. What do we got for our warnings here? Nothing. Now what we do need is right away we're going to need a janitor. So let's hire a janitor. We're going to need a mechanic. We got our mechanic. And we don't need another ride attendant right now, but we will need backup ride attendants because when they go on their breaks, then we will have to take that into consideration. This ride is open. Where is the attendant? He's in his little booth there. Cool. The rides are going to be free. I already totally forgot my strategy here. We're going to say free rides. And then we're going to put a charge to enter the park. we're gonna say full price. So right now it only costs $2.84 to get in the park. It's gonna be $10. Wait, what did I say my strategy was? Yep. Okay. Okay. Now that I got my life in order, we're gonna be charging nothing for the rides. We're going to charge to get in the park and charge for priority passes. So the rides will cost you nothing. You have to pay to get in. You don't have to pay for the rides. But if you want to get ahead in the line, you have to buy a priority pass. That's the path we're going to go down. Everyone's heading to the Teacups. We do not have a long enough line for that. So that's going to eventually pose a bit of a problem. We got our mechanic here. He's on his way to maybe inspect. Looking for work. Is he going to go inspect our first ride here? So I played a few of the like career things, and I've noticed that it seems like the mechanics don't go and check on the rides like they should be. And I guess it says he serviced it, so... Alright, what we need to work on in our next episode is kind of the beautification of the entrance, and we need some more rides. But because it took us so long to get to this point, we're going to call it here. We have our shops open. We have our teacups, the Viking theme. We'll continue to do like the more casual rides over here. I'm thinking thrill rides over here. And then like coasters and water park stuff out this way is kind of the path I'm going. And then I also want to look into eventually you can get like a bus that'll transport people from one end of the park to the other. That's something that I think will be very valuable in getting customers from point A to point B, keep them from being too tired, so on and so forth. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. We got a lot more work to go. This is going to be one of our lengthiest series, so I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you next time.